And good morning, everyone. Get yourself a cup of ambition and join me in about 1 minute. We're going to start the show then.
10 seconds.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
Ready!
How dare you!
Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore, your morning dose of creative conversation and coffee with your host, Brian K. Morris, independent publisher, freelance hybrid author, award-winning playwright, Facebook famous YouTuber, and former mortician's assistant. Get ready to start your day off right.
And good morning, everyone. How the heck are you? Welcome to the Wednesday Hump Day, New Comic Book Day, June 1st, 2022 edition of Nevermind the Furthermore with me, Brian K. Morris. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're ready to get through the last half of your work week. And we'll be here for as much of an hour as we're able. We'll see what happens. Anyway, we hope your Wednesday's going well, and we're glad to have you here, whether you're watching live or on the reruns. And if you're watching on the reruns, feel free to leave me a comment down below. Let me know how I'm doing, and we'll talk to you, okay? And give the Russian porn bots some company, okay? We're going to deal with them soon. Anyway, we are brought to you by Rising Tide Publications. Look out for our new publication, The Terrors, coming this summer. Oh, boy, it's going to be a treat. You're going to love if you love Golden Age superheroic action. And we are also brought to you by Plasma Fire Graphics. Plasma Fire Graphics, when Look at Your Book matters to you.
You've worked hard and written a great book. Now, it's time to give it a great cover. If you're an indie author or small press publisher, Plasma Fire Graphics is your source for affordable cover illustration and graphic design. Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you.
How much more can your heart take of that beautiful visual goodness? Get Jeffrey Hayes to do a cover for you. His rates are very independent creator friendly, okay? So hit him up on plasmafiregraphics.com after checking out his Facebook page, and after you're awash in all the wonder, ask what his friendly rates are. You will be pleased so that he can do all the graphics you need to sell that book of yours, including a wraparound cover, which is very important. And that book will fly off the shelves, I promise you. Anyway, that's plasmafiregraphics.com. Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you, because it definitely matters to your readers. And we are also very grateful to our Patreon subscribers. Patreon is a monthly subscription service where you can support your favorite creators directly. And many of these people have their own active pages, so please check them out too. But if you want to see what we offer you in exchange for your support, please go to www.patreon.com/Brian K. Morris and get your name on this list. And not only that, but the people who are active on this list are also going to be thanked personally in The Terrors. So please check that book out, all right, when it comes out. We'll keep you posted on what's going on there. And programming notes, tomorrow night is our usual comic book spectrum. We'll have at least 80% of the Fab Five there at this current time. And we hope you'll tune in tomorrow for tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central for reviews and views on the comic book industry. And we got them all. Even if you don't like comics, by God, you're going to love this show. It is a lot of fun. And also, don't forget, we've got some new books out right now, such as The New Adventures of the Blue Circle from Prose Press and The Adventures of Major Marjorie with 5 futuristic tales by myself, Alessia Kent, Jim Beard, Tim Bruckner, and Clyde Hall, edited by Charles F. Millhouse. Those are available on Amazon right now. And right now what's available are your comments, and we are going to scroll up, and away and get, well, holy cats, we just had a comment dump, and I haven't even started commenting yet. Good Lord. Anyway, we are going to start now. We hope everything's going well. And don't forget, if you want to follow me, and also, one more bit of news. If you want to get in on our free monthly newsletter, check out risingtide.pub. There is a tab where you can sign up personally. Our mailing list grew by about 15% in the last 2 weeks. So get on board, all right? You've got till 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central today to get the June issue, all right? And Nick Tockard starts us out with our pre-show hosting. An artist is never truly appreciated in their own time, especially by themselves. Nick Tockard, that is so very true. And there's your imposter syndrome in action. Nick, hope you're doing well, brother. And this is facts, says Mike Jimmy Lurchen de Brun, who's working on that Life on Cora thing, and it is wonderful. And speaking of art, says Nick Tocker, today it's a special day, the start of summer reading for Benton County Public Library in Fowler, Indiana. He will be on site doing fantasy portraits for the kids officially from 2 to 5 p.m. today. Please check it out. It's a beautiful facility. It's a wonderful place, and Nick's wife Amanda works there. And be sure to grab a hold of their Amazon stuff because they're amazing, and it's a beautiful library. And don't forget, if you check out my newsletter, you can sign up at this address. You check it out because FezCon is a go. Let's put it that way. So anyway, Nick Tucker continues. And yes, Mike Jimmy, your humility is always refreshing. It is, man. We love Mike Jimmy, really do. Oh, that's awesome. Have fun, man. And thanks. It is a highlight of my year, as well it should be. That's pretty cool, using your talent to make others happy. And geez, boys, you filled up the pre-show, and we have 45 minutes yet. Good morning, Michaela. Mwah. Check out this lady. I always check her out every chance I get. Anyway, she's got a brand new book on Amazon. Please buy that thing, read it voraciously, and leave this lovely lady a review, would you please? And Nick Tucker says, good morning, Michaela. We're just chatting. Pull up a chair. And Mike Jimmy says, hello. And we're good at that. I don't know what Nick's excuse is, but it's the middle of the day here. That's true. Mike Jimmy's on the other side of the planet, literally. And folks, when Brian gets to this part, please remember to like the video, share it so we get more chats, and subscribe to never miss a show. Thank you, Nick. Thank you very much. Also, don't forget, Nick Tockard has his own couple of shows here. One is the Historical Fencing Guild every Friday night at 8 p.m., 7 p.m. Central Time. Wonderful combat show, and it's good reference if you're a creator. I'm serious. You need to check that show out to make your stuff your combat look great, okay? And also, he's on Nerd Bacon on Thursday mornings on the Raging 2 Network with Mike Jimmy, among others, including Luke Stone and anyone else that wanders in there. So please, I've had to miss it the last couple weeks due to adulting. But hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to check in. I always check in about 2 after because that bacon sizzling in the opening just drives me mad. It really does. I get so hungry. Anyway, and I could have eaten like a 5-course meal like 2 minutes before that show comes on, and I'll be starving by the time, but even before the intro is done. Nick Tucker, I love you, brother. And Nick's gonna have some other news in the immediate future about broadcasting. And Mike Jimmy, thanks Nick from Michaela, and 9:20 for me, but I'm slowly reshaping into my summer up early, siesta late schedule. I'm trying to adjust to going to bed early. But every week on Thursday, that screws it up. But anyway, speaking of changes in our schedule, I want to point out that I will be I'm all over the place this month. Anyway, do you want to be an author or a writer? Then please come to Indie PopCon this coming Saturday at 3 p.m. We're going to be in rooms 105 and 106. Myself, along with Amy Hale, Molly Daniels, Leonard Pigg, and J.S. Lenore. We're going to talk to you about publishing, about writing. If you're a beginner, we're going to teach you how to get your feet wet in this business. And if you're already getting published, maybe we'll teach you how to level up, because we've got some great experience that we're willing to share with you. So please come see us. And if you want to learn more about Indie PopCon, go to popcon.us and check out. They've got all kinds of great guest stars, including comic book artists, cosplayers, magicians, musicians, podcasters, voice actors, YouTubers, drag artists, and actor. I didn't mean drag in a bad way, because there's always drag racing. I love Beach Boys songs. All kinds of cool people, including Tom Arnold from True Lies. I'm willing to ignore Roseanne. But anyway, please come see us this Saturday. We're going to have some fun at Indie PopCon, all right? And also, don't forget, we're going to be at the Pulp Fiction Convention in Westlake, Ohio, the 1100 Crocker Road. Beautiful facility, the Doubletree by Hilton Cleveland in Westlake. And I'm going to be there, probably sitting next to Charles F. Millhouse of Stormgate Press. He's going to have his awards there, all right? He's going to have his awards, and you can look at them. And I'm going to bring mine, too. So if you want to touch my award, and yes, that's code, come by and see us, all right? Admission is $5. And children 6 and younger get in free with a paid adult. There's going to be old and new pulp. There's going to be comic books. There's going to be all kinds of wonderment there. I had a blast last year, and we hope you will come see us, all right? Michaela Jade continues, I'm out in the barn as usual, so my signal is spotty at best, but I'll do my best to stay tuned in. We hope you stick around, Michaela. And plus, it is a gray overcast day. Faint distant thunder, cooler temperatures, hint of rain, absolutely beautiful. I'm looking forward to it. I almost wound up going to Kokomo today to visit Comics Cube, but that's been kind of nipped in the bud. So I'm going to stay, after I make my comic book run, I am going to go and edit the Terrors. I'm actually 31 chapters. I am on actually 32 now. We did some changes. And we're on chapter 9 or 10 right now. We got some progress made on this thing, and it's coming together. I am so happy with it. We think you're going to love it. And check out my profile page on YouTube while we're at it. And a day or two ago, Jeffrey Hayes of Plasma Fire Graphics showed a brand new cover for one of our future things. I don't know if it's going to, I haven't decided yet whether it's going to be an issue of, and we do think of them as issues because we have them, another edition of a future terror story. And I've already got the second one mapped out in my head. I saw a special this morning. I had a vague idea for one, but I had I saw a special this morning, and it reminded me of something that happened all across the country. And it was dealing with prejudices. And I can make a story out of that. Oh boy, can I make a story. But anyway, Nick Tucker speaks for us. Always says we appreciate the effort, Michaela. And Michaela says, I've been in communication with the promoter of a local farmer market where I was set to sell plants and produce along with my books. Then they learned what I write and told me my books aren't allowed. You know what? Tell them they can bite your crank, Michaela. You know, your stuff is grown-up material, but not grown up in the pornographic way. Not that I wouldn't say that your work is the type of thing that it's not like your bodice rippers or anything, or hardcore smut, which I adore. But as Tom Lehrer said, give me smut and nothing but a dirty novel that's uncut and unsut. So anyway, I've never quibbled. If it was ribbled, I would devour where others merely nibbled. It's now public domain, he says. Anyway, but no, that's bull. That is total malarkey. I think that much younger readers would not appreciate your mature level of storytelling. It's not smutty. It is adult. much in the way of, say, an Isaac Asimov or a Donald E. Westlake or John Grisham, any number of writers that write for non-teenagers and lower. Or, anyone who's a teenager and lower. That's who you're going for. But anyway, yeah, that sucks. That is, you're probably better off without them. So I say go and embrace the ones that will let you be at their venue. All right. And damn, that's awful. Mike, Jimmy, I agree completely. That bites. That really does. And erotica is not everyone's jam, so no worries, says Nick Dockert. You find a place that is comfortable and work with them. Exactly. And Nick, mine aren't erotica, but close. But the covers nor the blurbs are explicit. Exactly. And Michaela, I know, would do what I do with my stuff. I don't write for young people. I really don't. I know you're shocked. But some of my comic work is all ages, but most of my writing, for the most part, I'm not going to say that my writing is so sophisticated. All right. I am willing to pander to the lowest common denominator. But having said that, my personal work is, I try to write at least at a 6th grade level. I just finished a piece that Cookie ran it through that test, and I came out at a 10th grade, 10 and a half grade. And I'm like, that's not bad. And it will be showing up in a new publication by Flinch Books soon. That's all I can say about it. I'm kind of under an NDA beyond that. But anyway, your stuff is, you would screen the people. I mean, if you had a 10-year-old come up and say, hey, this book looks neat, I'm sure you would say, honey, that is not for you. Bring your mom over. Mom will like it, though. Mom will be hogging the D cells with that. But anyway, yeah, there are places to go. They just won't get my business. Exactly. Sinatra's revenge, darling. And Nick Tucker says, it is one of those, I can see both sides, given how litigious folks can be, and farmers markets tend to cater to a pretty conservative crowd. I myself am against censorship as a rule, but I see why. And the thing is, Nick, and I know you'll know this, and I'm not, this is not berating you, but censorship actually, when you look at it, is a government function. Censorship is, what we do is screen. Just in the same way that if somebody comes up and says, I love science fiction, I am not going to sell them a copy of Volcana, for instance, or the Abraham Snow shorts with my award-winning short story in there, Snow Ambition, available now from Amazon and Ben Books and BobbyNash.com. Check it out. But anyway, if somebody says, I love reading science fiction, I'm not going to give them that book. I'm going to, if they pick this up, I'm going to say, this is not science fiction. It is quick read crime drama. But on the other hand, if you like science fiction, I definitely would put this in your hands and tell you that this is what you need to buy. It is tailoring the message for the customer. Now, and I think that honestly, we should write whatever we want, but by the same token, we have a responsibility to make sure it does not fall into the wrong hands, as in someone whose maturity level or vocabulary level does not, they won't appreciate the story, or maybe they just don't like maybe they just like cozy stuff. Okay, we'll put it that way. But yeah, and some people just, some people just live to be offended. So anyone that would sue over something like this, screw them to hell. That's all I say. And yeah, this market was one that's particular, so it's no real loss. Yeah, you're better off without them, and you'll be doing more shows anyway. And maybe Michaela would drive over the necessary, I think it'd be about 2 hours for you, and get into FezCon. It's only a few hours, but we'd hang out. And there was a delightful discussion on Region 2 between Daphne Lage and Nita Landing about how sexy sells, but sex doesn't. From perspective, totally as spicy, if not spicier, than yours. Oh, I can imagine. I haven't watched it yet, but I can imagine what those two had to say. I love both of them dearly, though. So, but yeah, sexy sells. I mean, and I think sexy is in the eye of the beholder, so, and there's nothing wrong with tickling that particular particular urge there, as far as I'm concerned. But some people don't want to be exposed to it, so I can see that. But I do resent somebody like this making the decision for somebody else. I don't need a fucking gatekeeper. I shaved my gatekeeper this morning about an hour ago. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, Mike Jimmy Lordship Bruin says, I mean, they're definitely not wrong. People get turned off the moment the last bits of clothing go off, but like it's some some magic barrier. Exactly. Or some people even get annoyed with the very hint of sex, that two people actually copulated, and I think I think we need to be able to look at most sexual activities, consensual sexual activities, I should say, in a healthy light. It is a part of humanity. I wouldn't be here if my parents didn't have sex, okay? And I know they did because I caught him a couple times trying to make a little brother for me. But anyway, Nick Tucker says, then no need to waste your energy worrying or being upset. It sucks, but you move forward with the folks that want to work with you and promote the heck out of them. Amen, brother. Amen. That's that. Now, see, Nick knows how to work this. And congratulations. If you're so upset about your own junk, there's pills for that. Let those who don't care do our thing. Exactly. And and I'm not upset about my junk. It is what it is. But anyway, so yeah, it's exactly. It's like, worry about your own, if you want to keep your children from it, if your children are underage and you wish to limit their exposure to things you feel are not healthy for them, then yes, I would agree. It could be anything from, it's like when I was a kid, my mother would not let me read the James Bond novels by Ian Fleming or Mickey Spillane until I reached 18. She was a fairly liberal lady. And I seem to recall she did say when I was about 16, if you want to read them, you can now. And I said, nope. You said 18. I'm going to hold you to that. And I did read some of a few of them, Mike Hammer. I wish I still had them. And I did read, I think I read all of the James Bond at least once. So, but by then I was working in an adult bookstore. So it's like, oh, James in bed with a woman. Okay, that's nice. Anyway, moving on. So, yeah, exactly. But, the only gatekeepers I think most of us need are us. So, and I'd like to keep it that way. And Rian, good morning to you. I'm glad you are here. Hope your Wednesday's going well so far. And Carl Wisman, glad to have you here. Good morning. I say that everyone's been busy today. No easy day for Brian today. Is it ever? I'm about 45 minutes late, and I'm loving the conversation here. I really am. And I work to say at least PG in my works, but that is professional and personal decision for myself. No reason other folks should have to follow my rules, per se. Well, that's it. Also, you got to know the venue. Like, I do a number of anthologies. I'm not going to be writing like the hardcore adventures of Captain Hawkland for my next pulp reality story. I've got something else in mind. An idea that occurred to me like a few weeks ago. I had a concept in mind, and I was looking for a story to fit it into, and the story hit me the other day. So, anyway, morning, Carl and Rion from Mike Jimmy, and Brian will be fine. Half of it won't show up probably. Well, so far so good though. And morning, Carl. Hi, Rion, and hello, Rion. And everyone's saying hello from the desk of a small press publisher. Check this man out. He's going to be on Comic Book Spectrum tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern with me and some other glorious comic fiends. And he's also got his own show on Saturday night at 10 p.m. Please check it out. Hey, good morning, Brian. Hope all is well with you and Madam Executive Producer. Exactly. We are fine. We are doing well. I did some adulting this morning. Cookie's going to be so proud of me when she gets home. And she's going to be surprised because, like I said, I was supposed to be in Kokomo today, but we called that off because of stuff. So anyway, and if you're watching or chatting, be sure to check your chat settings to make all chat, not just top chat. Oh, yeah. And that's one thing I think I need to check my settings on my personal page because I haven't been broadcasting here because this wasn't showing up. But I know it's public, so I have no idea what's going on. And also, don't forget to drop that like, lovelies, and subscribe if you're new. Well said, Mike Jimmy. And follow Mike Jimmy on social media too. He's a great broadcaster and a great creative fellow. He really is. Now I really think we need to try to get a movie made of Skyman. Just saying. Say, Brian, don't you have a plug for that? What, you mean Skyman? Let's see. I've been rearranging stuff. Oh, yes. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. You mean Skyman? The original Skyman. Bell's the master of steam. I have me have something ready to promote this. I don't see that happening.
From author Brian K. Morris comes a classic hero in a high-flying, fast-paced, and action-packed steampunk adventure. The original Skyman battles the Master of Steam with an introduction by comics icon and historian Roy Thomas. A Rising Tide, an Ace Comics publication. Available now in print or digital format on Amazon.com.
You mean that, Nick? Anyway, if you want to see a Nazi get a boot to the snoot, check out the original Skyman Battles Master Steam, available on Amazon and Smashwords. And anyway, everyone's saying hello. And by the way, I will have some news about Skyman next year. So anyway, everyone's saying hello, hello, hello. And folks in the chat, while you wait, share this around. BKM promotes so many people for free and does ads for reasonable rates. It does the most good in the least effort to plug your shows. Thank you, Nick. Thank you so much. Definitely. We want more people watching this show. We really do. We get a lot of the numbers that we did like during the pandemic, but a lot of broadcasters I've noticed are, except in certain niches, are, kind of like not getting the views they did before. I would like to see this show get some more views and some more viewers. I want to be behind again. And running downstairs for more coffee. I have a feeling I'm going to need it. You and me both. And hey, Joe D, how goes your campaign? Everyone says hello. Nice cup in hand. Good to see that, Rihanna. All right. And good one, Carl. Need some more cappuccino myself. And Nick Tucker, slowly approaching the $1,500 mark. Definitely. We got to check this out. It's and I'm going to pledge. I swear I've got to settle down sometime and make that pledge for you, Joe. But anyway, Amazonia 7 is being it's Joe D. McPhee's great comic book that is being funded right now on Kickstarter. Now, the book is funded. You're backing a book that's going to come out. Okay? But the more money he raises, and you have a chance to get issues 1 through 6, you completist, and you know who I am. Anyway, check this out, and please give this some love. And even if you don't want to get the issues, that's fine. Give him $1, because he also gets a boost if he gets more people that subscribe. And $1 is a backer. You're just not getting a reward for it, other than you've helped someone out, and that's Rising Tide. Or if you don't even find that in your heart, then share his, go to his page, Joe D. McPhee's page, and share the message, because some of your friends may be interested. I'm sure we all know someone who is into strong women. So, and Amazonia is as strong as they come. So definitely check that out. All right. Anyway, that will be that. And then anyway, let's see. Here we go. And Mikhail J says, I am 16,000 words into my next book, non-elite warrior novel. On my YouTube channel, I will have a poll to help me decide on the name. You can find me on every platform as author Michaela Jade, as well you should. And please subscribe to her YouTube channel too, because it's awesome. And this coming Monday, I believe she is going to have tidbits and scribbles, and it will be about imposter syndrome. And I'm going to try to be there, because that's my jam. So anyway, please check it out. And in today's thumbnail, BKM poses with the Mad Gasser, just saying, yes. Yeah, see? It smells so sweet. And who is that, Carl? I thought it was John B. Pica. No, says Carl. No, Carl's trying to piggyback on the cosplay. Actually, I do know who it is. It's another Nick. It's another Nick that I know. But that's the Golden Age Sandman from DC Comics. All right, always be promoting, says Carl. Yes! So for today, that is the Mad Gasser Cheerleader, Calhoun County. Be sure to pick up that book on Amazon from Carl Witzman. Plus, the sequel is currently out, and I've got to get that from Carl. And then also check out his lovely lady, Donna Carlene, because she's got a new one on there called Vacation, and you can find all those books at lulu.com. Okay, so check that out. And out of nowhere, but at Walmart, I saw a fellow with a red Flash logo t-shirt, red shorts, and red slide-on scuff sandals. I barked out laughing because I could, in my mind, it was him taking off and hearing blah, 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 blah. It'd be like the Flash with a flat tire. And hey, Michaela, which genre is that next novel? And 4-minute warning, folks, please find your seats and buckle in and return your trays to the upright position. And Kissing Cowboy, is that what we're calling it now? And the in-flight movie is The Lost Skeleton of Cadavra, and hope you brought your own snacks. And I hope the stewardess is pulling a gin on board. Yeah, I'm with you. And, flight attendant. Yeah, I love the flight marshals. I love trying to spot. I haven't flown in probably about, how long? It's been about 15 years since I've flown, but I love trying to find the flight marshals. And I remember when we were coming in 2006, Cookie and I were coming home from San Diego Comic-Con, and we had just gotten on our connecting flight in Fort Worth, Dallas. And of course, the message is going out, please turn off your cell phones, please turn off your computers, etc. And this one guy's, well, I'm on the plane here. I'm just waiting for it to take off. I'll be talking to you while we're flying. And the stewardess came by and said, sir, you'll have to turn off your phone. We're about to take off. And he's like, screw you. I'm going to talk to my friend. You can't make me stop. And then suddenly this very, very buff guy in a flight attendant's suit comes up, leans over and says, sir, you will turn that off right now. And you could tell that this guy, he didn't turn it off in the next half a nanosecond, that the flight attendant was just going to reach over and crush the phone in his manly grasp and sprinkle the pieces onto the guy's lap. It was a tone that demanded respect. Okay. And needless to say, the guy turned his phone off and he's just sitting there like this, and can I turn my phone back on, please? You know, it was hilarious to watch this idiot get deflated. And yes, I laughed my buttocks off. Fortunately, the stewardess helped me glue them back on. And Sarah, darling, morning. I'm in listening mode. I'm curious about the response to the random watermelon pick I said. And yes, I was going to reply this morning, and I'm like, I don't know how to process this yet. Just what the hell? I'll post it on my page sometime. Yes, that was horrifying and yet beguiling. And next time I show up at your house, I'm going to wear one of those things. Okay. And lick your spine, you paperback, you. And hey, Sarah, and it is Bugs Bunny and Drake. You got either way, Carl. Not Jessica Rabbit. Dang, says Carl. Yo, sorry, man. Carl, this next genre is modern Western romance. Oh, that is, and current Kissing Cowboy then. I like that. I hope you have cover images in mind. And Michaela says, I suppose so. Just in a weird mood, Michaela. Who? Michaela or you? Weird mood is kind of the default around here. And Eric S. Hawkins, how are you, my friend? Hope you're doing well. We did the edit over the weekend of the Zombie for World of Oz #4. You backers and I'm included in there, have a lot to look forward to. It is golden. It is pure gold. And morning, Eric from Michaela. And yes, Carl, I already have images in mind for the cover, and it's not complicated, just sexy. And the Eric Hawkins, the cover artist for both the Mad Gasser Cheerleader and the Mad Gasser Cheerleader Returns. Yes. And Sarah's going to lay down with you beside my silky black satin pillow. Goodbye, everyone. Sarah and I want to have some private time now. Or time with our privates, I'm not sure. But anyway, love you to the abyss and back, sweetie. And I'm thinking a big red ribbon across the image, banned at the Peoria Farmers Market. It will sell out. Holy cats! That's genius marketing. Dude, girl, you need to get a banner, like a ribbon or something, and have that in, have a sign made, and get like a, even just an easel with a blow up of that image, and then put banned at the Peoria Farmers Market. I think you need to lean into that. I would so do it. It's not like you can piss them off anymore. Just saying. And Brian Rodman, hope you're doing well, my brother. Good morning, my fellow Brian and Nevermorians. My goodness, I miss you, good folks. I hope everyone's having a hump day morning. We are, and we are prepared for further humpage now that we know you're here. Anyway, hope you're doing well this morning, my friend. Send your love to Brian Rodman because he deserves it. And boss, says Nick. And yes, says Michaela. Oh, we can see the wall. Brian's right. Yeah. And new camera angles. Yes, we changed the camera angle just a little. You can see all the cool, you can see like some extra stuff there. So we just thought we'd change up. We are going to be changing the wall soon. Because we want to put our books up on there. We're going to put some shelving up, and we're going to have most of the artwork here, but we're going to change some things up. You know, you guys have looked at this for quite some time, and I'm thinking we need to put a bookshelf up because Cookie has some literary credits of her own, believe it or not. She is a freelance editor for many people, including Prose Press. She's got about a formatter, too. And Michaela, by the way, if you're listening, sweetheart, the 2 books you edited for Prose Press, Cookie was your formatter. So anyway, very proud of her. But anyway, and I've got a book I edited for them too, which we're going to display them, and we're going to show off the books that we've got published. And boy, howdy, when the terrors come out, we are going to promote the hell out of that one. Anyway, I'm glad you like it, Carl. Thank you. Yeah, I just wanted to change it up just a little. And it was a matter of just moving the camera and moving my monitor just a little. So anyway, Brian Rodman says, well, I've been a busy bee lately. Not only am I working on the nebulizer number 2 that was successfully funded last month. Yay. Thank you, Nevermorians. But I've written issues 9 and 10 of Memoirs of an Angel, Volume 2, and they will be sent to the editor this week. Yay, Brian. I'm also constructing a story Bible for some very special writing guests on an anthology project coming in the next year or so. Now, that's exciting. I like that, young man. I like that. Uh-oh, we can now see a second wall now. I know, right? I'm telling you. And Angie Watson Dudas. Good morning to you, sweetheart. Yes, you are right. We must find a place in Ohio to meet. And you guys might want to check in with Chet. I can remind me later, but there's a gentleman named Jeff Harper who does I think it's about 5 or 6 different shows in Ohio, and the pulp fiction one that I'm going to be attending in a week from this coming Sunday is one of them. And it's kind of you got to jump through some hoops, but I hear it's worth it. So anyway, good morning, darling. How are you? Hope you and Grant are doing well. And gives it a 3D effect, doesn't it, though? It does. I didn't realize how clever I'd been. And you can see from Superman, the Superman stickers waving there, that I do have a fan blowing on me. So I am trying to take care of myself. Yes, I did have an incident yesterday. I've been having issues with heat regulation. And just as I realized I need to get some cold water, I fell asleep. So anyway, at least the car wasn't moving this time. But anyway, I wonder once we get around to the 4th wall, we'll see Cookie with a paddle telling us to move on back to Brian. Cookie will not be on here. I swear to God, she does not want to be on here unless we cross the 1,000 subscriber threshold. And once we are monetized, then she said she will come out here and you will see her beautiful face. Although I have her in my thumbnails all the time, but she doesn't object to that. And woo, says Mike Jimmy, or Mike Jimmy is told by Carl Wisman. And shared, thank you, Ryan. I appreciate that very much. And good morning, Nevermornings. And you can follow him. We are well, sir. And you can follow all his podcasting glory at that Linktree address, Ryan, and I quote right there. And I can hear the Thunderbirds opening. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. FezCon is a go. Yes, it is. And Nick and I have been wanting this for a couple of years. In fact, I remember, Nick, weren't we talking about this before the lockdown even? But it's going to be a little bit of a literary show. Some issues need to be hammered out, but we would welcome Michaela. Screw you, Peoria, whatevers. We would welcome her with open arms, and who knows what else. Anyway, and Ryan Permison says, join us Saturday at noon Eastern for, and I quote, writer and editor Bob Greenberger. He's a buddy of mine. Please tell him I said hello, okay? Seriously, Bob and I have worked together in the past. As we take your questions, don't miss it. Unfortunately, I'm going to be in Indianapolis around noon, but please check out Ryan's show, all right? And Mike Jimmy Larson de Bruin says, and later today at 1 p.m., 6 p.m. UK time, I'll be live myself with another Hung on animation. We're storyboarding today, so let's get through the tedious part, the first of many. Just learning that program's got to be tedious enough. But anyway, yeah, check out this show. Mike Jimmy is awesome. He's got a great presence. Oh, Brian, I just got a box in the mail from Luke Stone. Might have to do an unboxing tomorrow. I think you should. If that doesn't give me incentive to show up, I don't know what will. But anyway, check out Nerd Bacon tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. on the Raging 2 channel because I love those people. Hey, good morning, Nevermore. It's from Rick Bradley. Mwah, Rick, how are you today? Hope you and the fam are well. And R&D Gaming Monday night was a treat. It was so much fun watching Rick and Donovan play the games on that old system. It was so much fun to watch. Anyway, check out R&D Gaming every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. It is worth it. It's good. If there's a FezCon, I better know when and how so I can order a plane ticket early. I'm blanking out. Nick, if you can help on that, I would appreciate it. We've got a couple months yet, I believe. Angie Do says, I started writing short stories again. Yes. Any tips on editing? Angie, I do. One, let somebody edit it who doesn't give a shit about your feelings. Oh, sorry. Who doesn't give a shit about your feelings. Sorry about that, people. I can't be at the Peoria the Gardens now. But anyway, check out, or the Farmers Market. Anyway, yeah, definitely when you have finished editing to the best of your ability, have someone read it who doesn't give a damn about your feelings. Like I give it to my wife. As someone who isn't, someone who knows that their critique will help improve the book. In fact, get 2 or 3 beta readers if you can. But as far as your own editing goes, here is one thing I will give you, that run it through a program like Grammarly, or if you're using Microsoft Word, it has a thing called Editor that I think Grammarly is easier to use, but the efficiency of the editor on Microsoft Word is up there with Grammarly. And if you're getting MS Word, you've got the editor already. Don't pay any more for it, or use the free version of Grammarly. Because for the type of writing that like I do, my style isn't very academic, and it's the more academic the writing, then you should go for the pay versions. But anyway, when you're done, Angie, what you do is you there's also something on MS Word, and you can also get an add-on to things like Open Office and such, where it's text to speech. Okay. And you just basically highlight a section or put your cursor in a spot, and the voice reads it back to you in a near monotone. What this does is it helps you hear awkward sentences. It helps you hear redundancies in like from one sentence to another. It also helps you catch words that are words, but not the right words. Like, I am from Illinois. No, I'm from Illinois. I'm not from Illinois. I'm from Illinois. See, that's what you catch. So there's some tips from me on that, and I hope they help. But if anyone else has any tips, let's hear them. Let's help Angie out. Donna and I definitely went in on FezCon. I want to touch Brian's award. Ooh, and that's code. I know that's code, Carl. Thank you, Carl. Yeah, I'll bring my award. By golly, I'll bring Calgon. We're even planning. See, one of the things right now is we're not sure the hours, because if we have a couple extra hours, we'll be outside. But if we're outside, we're prey to the weather. It just hit me, Nick. What we could do is just say we will be there from like 10 to 2, but there's a possibility we could extend it longer. And we can make it 10 to 2. And then if we're there, we're there. If we're not there and people don't have anything to do, then they can leave. But I'm sure we're going to get together for dinner or something. But anyway, we got planning to do, Nick. Anyway, in case you missed it, check out the 45th anniversary celebration of Star Wars that Ryan Permison had with special guests and more. Then like, share, and subscribe to his nerd culture channel. And same, Carl, hope it'll brush off some of the success to us. I hope it does, my friend. I hope it does. Because right now I am in a position where I'm busier than ever, and I love it. Oh my God. It's like I used to tell people, there was a time when no one cared how much idle time I had on my hands. Now I don't have any. I am booked. And like, I have got my writing projects lined up for the rest of the year, which if you subscribe to my Patreon account, The blog that drops tomorrow will give you a progress report, and I'm doing pretty good. I'm actually doing pretty well at it. I'm still waiting to hear on some stuff that went out, but I've actually gotten ahead enough that I've actually sent out work unsolicited, and just, what we used to call over the transom. Like in the old days before air conditioning, they had this little window above office doors that tilted, like this, and it let fresh air in. Okay. And people would go to these editorial offices after hours with an envelope with their manuscripts and just toss it in through that window. And whoever showed up the next morning would see all these envelopes on the floor and knew they had some new submissions to go through. So that's what's called over the transom. And I did it for one property. And if it doesn't get picked up, I am going to launch my horror series using that story, but with a different character. Although I have potentially an in that it could be used. It's a licensed character, which is why I'm being vague about it. But anyway, Ryan Permisson says, check out this Throwback Thursday. And I quote with science fiction writer Melinda Snodgrass. Check it out and subscribe. And check out the latest episode of Fanatic Forum, where Ryan Permisson was a special guest and he talked about his favorite movies and more. Check out that channel too. And you can also check out the latest episode of, and I quote with speculative fiction writer L.K. Ingeno. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And we are grateful for you being a part of this community, Ryan. And we're glad to support you. And you have a safe and productive day too, brother. We'll talk to you soonest, I promise. And already working on the ribbon for Michaela's band book. I love you, Carl. I love seeing that. And who dares gatekeep the all-powerful BKM? The all-powerful are Cookie, usually. But anyway, but no, I'm my own gatekeeper, and I like it that way. I know what I can handle. I know what's good for me. And if it isn't, I don't read it. I don't look at it. So anyway, yeah, seriously. And Michaela mocks with the laughter. And good morning, Charles F. Millhouse. Charles, how you doing, brother? Charles is the editor and the award-winning writer and publisher of Stormgate Press. And he is the award-winning. This book hasn't won an award yet, but next year I'm looking for this to be nominated. It's Major Marjorie. Check out Charles' editing on this thing. It turned out beautifully. And if you like retro science fiction, this is the book for you. I have a story in here along with creator Tim Bruckner, Jim Beard, Clyde Hall, and Alessia Kent. And it's good stuff in there. So please order it now. It's available on Amazon. And if you come see me at the Pulp Fiction Show a week from Sunday, we will have copies for you. In fact, I may be carrying some copies around at Indie PopCon, so please come see me. Angie Watson Do says, spicy conversation this morning. I love it. We should have had cigarettes. And hey, everything coming out Millhouse. Good morning, Charles Millhouse. That's right, Charles. In case you hadn't heard, at the Pulp Factory Awards last month, Charles swept the categories he was in. And in fact, since I'm a contributor to Stormgate Press and I won, I swept him. We got basically all the awards. I'm excited. I'm still happy with that. And working on an idea for a Captain Hawken comic book. Who would be on board for a Kickstarter? What? Where did you come from? Why, I guess I am. And good day to you, Bonsard. How you doing, Radio Retro Future? Please check out this channel on YouTube. It is so cool. And so is he. And hello, Bonsard. And Brian wants to be behind again, so to speak. Hello, Nick. And just celebrate my birthday early with my sisters. Well, happy pre-birthday to you, Bonsard. I hope you're doing well. And happy birthday from Carl and John B. Pica. Happy New Comics Day to you, brother. JohnPica.com. Please check him out. Also check out his work on Amazon because he's awesome. And from this Small Press Publisher, hopefully the ads have been entertaining as well as getting people to the campaign. I have been finding them entertaining. They've been very, very good, man. Good work on it. And happy New Comics Day to you. I'm going to celebrate at my shop as soon as we're done here. And happy birthday, radio, says Michaela Jade. And with the interest in She-Hulk, now is a great time to promote Amazonia. Yeah, definitely. I'd be tying in the heck to that. And Nick Tucker says, hello to Bonsard. Thank you, Carlos. Tomorrow, actual. And thank you, Nick from Radio Retro Future. Donna's out for breakfast with her sister today, so don't buy her books, just mine. Oh, Carl, it's been nice knowing you. You realize she heard you. She heard you because she's your wife, and we don't get away with Jack around here. So anyway, so yes, by Carl Whitman's 2 books on the Mad Gasser Cheerleader. I read the first one. It was fantastic. I'm going to get the second one from Carl too, because I want his signature. And make that 17,000 words. Never mind the furthermore is good for writing. Just ignore Brian and get the writing done. I don't know, Michaela. I haven't gotten a damn bit of writing done for the last 49 minutes and 24 seconds. What the hell's going on here? Rick Bradley says next Monday on R&D Gaming, join author Rick Bradley and his son Donovan Bradley as they play either Splatterhouse or Lollipop Chainsaw live and give their thoughts on that game. And you never know, somebody in the feds may be tuning in and heckling. Anyway, check out his author page. Check out Rick Bradley's Amazon author page and his RAAD publishing page on YouTube. Good stuff, and definitely check out R&D Gaming. It's a lot of fun. It reminds me, I have a synth. I could invite you to join me, but I don't want to. You know, it's funny. Bonsart. I was having a discussion with a friend of mine, Master Ron Fitzgerald, who is a Chicago-based illusionist. He's a genius. He really is. And he's the master of dark, sticky magic. And I've written many stories about him. But anyway, and we're dear friends. But the thing is, one day we were having a conversation about alcohols, as we are wont to do. And we got to talk about absinthe and the way that the real thing, and we're not talking about that crap you make basically in a prison sock that I've had before. And I'd be afraid to pour it down a drain for it might eat through the pipes. But the real absinthe, you know, with the sugar cube and lighting everything on fire, etc., and the weirdness of it and how it can rewire your brain. And it's like Ron and I are both, you know, just say no kind of guys, but we're thinking about absinthe, and we're thinking, I would risk it for the real thing. I'm not the fake stuff, but the real thing that you can't get here in the States because it's pretty damn illegal and should be. But yeah, I don't blame you for not wanting to. But yeah, a little absinthe would help my days a lot. Anyway, check out the author page at Rick Bradley. See, I told you to. Now Rick is in on it. You can sink your claws in the Nightmare Collective, eat some apple pie with Marvin's Night Out, bask in the glory of the award-winning Pulp Reality #1, and try to hide from the tales of the weird and strange. Definitely. And you realize Pulp Reality 1, 2, and 3 have each won awards now. Yeah. That is good stuff. And John B. Pica says, I will see you at Indie Pop. Oh, cool. Doing a back of the cereal box on the podcast stage and 2 panels Saturday afternoon. Crazy Vanis will be there selling Pokeballs. Oh, definitely. Yeah, I couldn't find out who else was there. I was trying to see who else there. I will be running around for a while. Not all day, but Cookie and I will be wandering the vendor halls. So hopefully we will run into you guys. I love you, John. And check out John Pica on Amazon. He's got 2 great books out right now. And he's also got Nightreich and Tales from the Decoverse. Definitely check those books out. And please check out back the cereal box FUN.FUN. That spells fun. And so does John B. Pica. And Carl mocks me with his laughter. And flight attendant smash this Mike Jenny. And back in the cereal box, not fun. See, I told you so. John's tuning into it too. And happy Kenobi Day. Yes, and also today is National Narcissist Day. Seriously, I saw that this morning on Facebook. Today is National Narcissist Awareness Days. And on a serious note here, we have met some of them. And they are the enemy. I have some friends who have suffered from the hands of narcissists, whether it is using one's talents to promote one's self only, or worming one's ways into their affections for diabolical reasons. But anyway, being aware of evil narcissists and the damage they cause is beneficial to us all. So that's happy Kenobi Day. I like that better. But anyway, there's just a whole lot going on today. All right. And happy birthday, Radio Retro Future from the National Small Press publisher. Rick Bradley says Splatterhouse on PS3 is a reboot of the TurboGrafx 16 horror game of the same name. Main character Rick, he likes that name a lot, and his girlfriend Jennifer face a complication as Jennifer is kidnapped by the mad scientist Dr. West, and Rick is left for dead, bleeding out. I hate when that happens. And Poker chips arrived yesterday for Eric Hawkins. Yes. And trading cards and magnets today. Metal covers and bookmarks ordered over the weekend. Oh, the bookmark is going to be gorgeous. I can't wait to see it. I love the metal bookmarks. I really do. They're dangerous, but I love them. And excellent Eric Hawkins from This Was Small Press Publisher. Time to start nagging you for my book starting tomorrow on Comic Book Spectrum. There we go. Go, Cookie, get your credits. Yes, I want her to, Nick. I'm very proud of her. She has done some amazing work as an editor and as a formatter for Prose and many other people. Eric Hawkins says, might be the last time I offer metal bookmarks as a stretch goal. They increased in price by 26% by the time I priced them and ordered them. Doesn't fit the pricing model anymore. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and the postage probably too. I was going to order some metal bookmarks for a potential campaign I was going to do once, and the metal bookmarks themselves were very reasonably priced, but the postage is like, I know how much these damn things have got away. It's not like I'm mailing a cinder block to myself. It's like, good God, they're making all their money on the postage. Anyway, Rick Bradley said, Rick heard a voice telling him they can help and sees a mask laying in the pool of his blood. He accepts the terror mask's help as the blood flows into the mask, and Rick is reborn as a muscled behemoth with powers granted by the terror mask. I wondered where those came from. Now he fights Lovecraftian monsters throughout the Mad Doctor's mansion, using anything he can as a weapon, even his own arm, to bash them to a pulp. There we go. And yay, I hate formatting. I do too. That's why I'm glad Cookie's so good at it. I can do ebooks. I'm good at formatting ebooks because there's less to do. But Cookie is the queen of paperback formatting. She does good. Anyway, Nick Tucker says, Eric Hawkins, who do you order your poker chips from? I know some folks who might need that service. And thank you from the That's So Small Press Publisher from Radio Retro Future. And thank you, Michaela from Bone Start too. And Joe, still got until July. I'm only waiting on one more piece, then off to print for everything else is Eric Hawkins. Yay. And Nick Tucker, they are good quality and fast delivery. I love them. They also sell complete sets. And I don't think I may have. I think StreamYard may have missed a comment if you told who you got from. And hey, Facebook user, how you doing? Mwah. And Radio Retro Future says also Steampunk Escape from LA. Good idea. Hell yeah. More like, why didn't I think of that? Seriously. Rick Riley says Lollipop Chainsaw was written by James Gunn. Yes, that James Gunn. And developed by Suda51. Juliet Starling is from a family of zombie hunters who uses her chainsaw to cut zombies down to size, but would, of course, rather be cheerleading. She fights monsters that have attacks from normal smash and bash punches to one that uses his curse words to attack. You literally have to dodge the words as they fly across the screen towards you. That sounds like a James Gunn thing. It does. That's great. And Chip Lab, no S. Okay, Chip Lab, no S. No Chip Labs. And looking forward to seeing you on the 12th, Brian, at the Pulp Fiction Convention. We are going to have a blast, my man. It's going to be Cookie trying to keep me from spending money. It'll be fun to see. But anyway, yeah, I'm looking forward to it, Charles. We're going to have a party, man. And from this, the Small Press Publisher is mocking Eric with his laughter. And thanks for the background noise, Brian. Already on my third sheet for storyboards. I've been reduced to background noise from Mike, Jimmy, and Michaela. Such is my lot in life. And thank you, Eric. And you're very, very welcome. And we just had another comment dump here. And let's see, here we go. But thank you, Mike, Jimmy. I'm glad we could help. Anyway, my number one editing tip, read it backwards. I've tried using it too. That works pretty well too. It's a good way to catch things because you're not seeing it in the normal order. And errors will pop up. And both games, says Rick Bradley, are rated M for mature, so there'll be a lot of vulgarity, gore, and nudity. But Jim Cummings of Winnie the Pooh game voices the Terror Mask in Splatterhouse, so needless to say, it's worth it. Oh, yeah. He sounds just like Negaduck, who he voiced in the Darkwing Duck cartoon, which makes it all the better, which means we probably got Jody McPhee looking for that game now, too. Radio Retro Future goes, Grammarly is great. Unfortunately, it's not compatible with Scrivener. Yeah, that's true. Scrivener is a great program, too. But I know also there's something called Hemingway. I think it is Hemingway, and you can like put in slabs of text and it will edit it for you. Radio Future, thank you. Retro Future, thank you for reminding me of that. If there are writers who want to discuss their work, I open to do some podcasts on his YouTube channel. Definitely check him out. He's a great conversationalist. I had a blast last time I was on with him, and hopefully we're going to do more work together. It'll depend on me, though. And what is the shortest coffee joke of all time? Decaf. Yep. We don't have that till the afternoon, so. Oh, we're out. Okay, we're in trouble now. Anyway, wish me luck tonight. We'll be doing a podcast that will be broadcasting in Japan. First international interview. Oh, dude, put the link on my page on Facebook, would you please? We'd love to get you some ears on that. And I'm always willing, radio. I'd long to hear those words. And Angie Duda says, I just want to say how much I appreciate this community and getting to know everyone. I know it meant the world to Grant. We're glad to know you kids too, seriously, and we're glad to help any way we can. And Nick Tucker wants me to have a hold my beer moment. Oh, look out for that. He's going to go on another rant just like Saturday night. And Rick Bradley says, that's right. It is New Comics Day. Got to go pick up Ghost Rider number 3 today. So far, I'm loving the story. If it keeps the horror, it'll be one of the best Ghost Rider runs yet. It's had some great runs over the years. It really has. I'm looking forward. My Captain Action book may be in today. I'm excited about that. For those of you who don't know, Captain Action was an action figure, obviously, in the late 60s. Now, what separated it from G.I. Joe, they were both like 10-inch tall type of action figures. But whereas G.I. Joe could be a frogman or an astronaut or a Green Beret, Captain Action could be Superman or Batman or Flash Gordon or the Phantom or Sergeant Fury or Spider-Man. And he had a 5-issue run of comics at DC Comics. First 2 issues edited by Mort Weisinger, who was the Superman editor at the time, and the last 3 by Julius Schwartz, who edited virtually everything else that was superheroic at the time. First 2 issues were written by Jim Shooter, who went on to be editor-in-chief at Marvel Comics for 10 years, and the last 3 were written and illustrated by Gil Kane, many issues inked by Wally Wood. Beautiful stories, very mature stories. Again, not dirty, just well-told stories. But it only lasted 5 issues. And a pal of mine, Ed Cato, has gotten the rights to put those comics back out. So hopefully that is waiting for me today. I hope so. But anyway, nice, Jody, says Carl Witzman. And I'd back a Captain Hawkins comic. That's what he wants. We'll have to see. And I had absinthe with cherry mead once. It was amazing, but don't ask me anything about the evening that followed. That's what I'm afraid of. That's the part I'm concerned with. And BKM has had prison sock absinthe. This explains so much. Actually, I had absinthe that was made by a friend of mine in St. Louis, and he said, "Try this as absinthe," and I'm like, "Is this the real thing? This is god awful." And he's like, "Well, it's not really the real thing. It is actually a mock-up of it." I said, "Mockery is right." So Anyway, you back a comic about your real life, Eric Hawkins? I'm sure you would. And absinthe was removed. Oh, I didn't realize this. Absinthe was removed from being banned in 2007. I'm going to call Ron up. He and I may have to have a party. And what you talking about, BKM? We're talking grown-up adult stuff. Don't worry about us, John. Anyway, thank you, Eric, says Nick Tockard, who may get in on the party here. And hashtag bring Cookie home. That's the goal, brother. That is so totally the goal. And Sarah, yep, 7 years later, I'm still dealing with the after effects of a grandiose narcissist. That's with hardcore therapy. Heed caution. Yeah, and as you know, I've got another friend who's dealing with the aftermath of falling in love with one. So yeah, and I saw something this morning, Sarah. I'm going to view it, and I may recommend it to you, but it's called A Dark Empath, which I think is along the same lines. But if it's useful, I'll send it to you. And question from Grant: would a Mooney air freshener be a cool piece of merch? Depends on which end of Mooney it smells like, I would think. But anyway, let AG know. Do you want a Mooney air freshener? And it's not those guys that sell peanut butter or peanut brittle rather at the airports. It's Mooney the cat. Anyway, you should think of yourself as motivating our butts with your mystical voice. Yes, sir. And coffee is like allergy medicine for mornings, says Ace Bonnie. That's right. That's right. Mornings are the disease and coffee is the cure. And I have to get things prepped for today's program. We'll talk to you later. Nick, we will talk later today, sir. Have a good rest of your day, my brother. And looking forward to that Captain Action collection. I am too, John. I remember I had to sell it at one point, but I remember having it and being some of the best comics I've ever read. Seriously. And speaking of adult content, did you hear about the adult-themed Velma cartoon on HBO Max? Gore, vulgarity, and sexual content, but no Scooby? Well, if you don't have Scooby, but you fill it with those three things, I'm on board. You know what I'm saying? And Rihanna is like, yeah. And Rick Bradley says, been reading Designers and Dragons Volume 2. History of RPGs from 1980 to 89. And so far, it's pretty interesting. Just finished reading about Palladium Books, who had the RPGs for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Robotech. They're still going today, but at a lesser capacity than they were in their heyday. That's true of a lot of companies that have survived from those times. It's true. And Carl Weston says, I'd love to have a Mooney image hanging from my mirror. And the Dark Empath has my interest peaked. That's what I thought, Sarah. I'm going to view it this afternoon. And I'll report back with a link on that, okay? It looks interesting. But that's all I know about it at the moment. And with that, we are an hour and 4 minutes into the show. So I'm going to give you guys a chance to take a breath, and we're going to run a couple of spots here. And we got one in. And Grant from the Desk of the Small Press Publisher, do what your audience would like. Me personally would be a no-go on things like that. However, Mooney fans of Beowulf may love it. I think it's enough of a novelty that, in all honesty, I think that might be something you offer. Whether it's a stretch, I would probably put that as a stretch goal. Like you get like 1,000 people past your initial goal, and they get a Mooney air freshener just for backing a physical copy. I think that'd be a good idea. Seriously, Angie and Grant, I agree. I think that'd be a super idea. Anyway, we've got a few more comments. I'm sure you're typing. So we're going to have some ads here, and then we'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Please stay tuned.
Southwest of Chicago, there is a small, secluded cemetery known as Bachelor's Grove, and it is one of the most haunted places in the United States. Author Brian K. Morris brings you a collection of writings that will help you navigate this ghostly graveyard, if you dare. The Haunting Scripts of Bachelor's Grove is available now on Amazon.com. Get your copy today.
Check out the work of Amy Hale. And also check out Amy this weekend, who will be joining me and Molly Daniels and let me get all my people. Molly Daniels, Amy Hale, Leonard Pigg, and J.S. Lenore, all writers, novelists. And we're going to be talking for an hour in room 105, 106 at Indie PopCon this coming Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern. It will not be broadcast over the air. So if you want to see what we have to say, drag your butts to the show. And if you want more information on the show, go to popcon.us for more information. You'll be glad you did. And we have one more comment here, and that is Sarah. Where on earth did you get such a perfect advertising voice for Bachelor's Grove? Amazing. That was through Plasma Fire Graphics who got that, and I think it's somebody from Fiverr of all places that he sublets some of the work to. But yeah, those are beautiful, beautiful spots for those. So anyway, glad you noticed, Sarah. And so with that, we are done for the day. We got a little over 16 minutes in. We thank you all for being here. And we have some adult things to do now and running around and all kinds of stuff like that. But before we do, we want to thank our sponsors, Rising Tide Publications. Check out the Terrors that will be out later this summer. It's coming along. And wait till you see the Plasma Fire Graphics cover that goes along with it. It is spectacular. You've probably seen it already, but it's worth waiting for. And Plasma Fire Graphics also is the sponsor of the show. Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you.
You've worked hard and written a great book. Now it's time to give it a great cover. If you're an indie author or small press publisher, Plasma Fire Graphics is your source for affordable cover illustration and graphic design. Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you.
Logo design, wraparound book covers, front covers for comics, internet graphics, movie trailers, whatever you need. Plasma Fire Graphics can do it at indie creator friendly prices. So check out the Facebook page for Plasma Fire Graphics and then rush on over to plasmafiregraphics.com and check out more samples there, and then contact Jeffrey Hayes directly and get his rate card. You'll be glad you did. And that's Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you, because it definitely matters to your readers. We got several more comments here. Carl Whitson says, good show. Have a great one, everyone. You too, Carl. Thank you for being here as always, and have a good day, all you too, Charles. Have a great one, brother. I will be talking to you soon. And adulting is overrated, says Sarah. Amen, sister. Amen. And everyone take care, stay creative, and game on, says Rick Bradley. Rick, thank you for being here, brother. Give Donovan and all the family a hug from me and Radio Retro Future. Good day to you, sir. Hope you have a great one, and love you guys. Love you too, Sarah. We're killed for the chance to do it. Anyway, you have a great one too, Sarah, and have a great day, BKM. You too. And don't forget, from the Desk of Small Press Publisher, Saturday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern, and also back the Kickstarter for Amazonia 7 right now. You'll be glad to have it. And don't forget to drink water. Angie, that's just where I'm headed to after I get rid of some. But anyway, thanks, Angie. And we hope we've helped you with our editing ideas. And if you need any more help, Angie, you know who to turn to. And anyway, thank you for being here. We will expect you here tomorrow night. We will join you at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central for Comic Book Spectrum with myself, Joe D. McPhee, Clyde Hall, and let's see who else we got, and Eric S. Hawkins. Excuse me, I had the other name in there. Brian Hawkins is doing special undercover investigative work where he's infiltrated the Illuminati, and oh my God, we just got him killed. I'm so sorry. Anyway, we love you, Brian. We do. Anyway, be 80% of the Fab Five, and we hope you will join us tomorrow. We've got some great books that we're looking at sharing with you, and also we'll be back Friday morning for a brand new Nevermind the Furthermore. And as always, folks, thank you. Please check out all the links that you see here. Also, please check out CKOEPP.com for a great newsletter. Also, check out CKOEPP on Patreon.com because she's retooling her pledge levels, and I think you're going to be thrilled when you see what she's got. And then also don't forget RisingTide.pub. The new newsletter for June goes out today at 5:15 p.m. So if you sign up by 5 o'clock p.m., and that's Eastern time here in the United States of America, then you should be able to get a copy of it. All right. And you can subscribe by going to risingtide.pub. There is a tab there. There's also a tab for my Patreon page. please check it out. It's a beautiful site, and we hope you enjoy it and avail yourself of it often. And with that, folks, we are going to take our leave of you. We hope that you've enjoyed the show. Please give us a like, share, and please subscribe if you have not done so already. Please, again, follow the check out the links that have been left for you today. And also, please check out our subscriber or our advertisers, rather, Plasma Fire Graphics and Rising Tide Publications, available on Amazon and on Smashwords. And we will see you Friday morning with another Nevermind the Furthermore. And as always, folks, stay smart, stay safe, wash your hands, and never apologize for being awesome. Have a great hump day, everyone. We'll see you in the comic shop in a few minutes. Love you all. Take care. Bye-bye. There it is.
Thank you for watching Nevermind the Furthermore, a Rising Tide broadcast network production. If you enjoyed any part of this show, please give it a like or a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Also, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and consider becoming one of our Patreon supporters. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time on Nevermind the Furthermore.
Now on Sunday mornings, longtime independent comics creator Randy Zimmerman brings to you a podcast that talks about the lighter and more whimsical side of comics, the fun side of comics. That's right. Sunday Funnies is back Sunday morning, 9 a.m. on the Raging 2 YouTube channel and on certain Facebook pages. Check it out, won't you? It's special guests, great talk, and a lot of fun as we work to put the fun back in funny books. See you there.
Hey, yo, Pops here. Are you looking to be on Monday Madness? Is Monday no good? You need a special edition? Are you looking to be on the first timer spotlight on for you new guys? Launch parties, countdowns, CromCon Monthly. We got it all right here at the Madness Comic Network, providing online promotional services for the indie comic community and proud sponsor of
Comic Books for Kids provides comic books to kids in hospitals and cancer centers across the U.S. It's a place where we can all work together to make sure every child has a comic book. 100% of all proceeds go towards the kids. It's about making a difference, and while they're in the hospital, allowing them to fly like a superhero, battle dragons, or rescue teddy bears. We are in every state in the country and now support over 160 hospitals. Every month, we add more.
Visit cb4k.org.
Secrets, trust, worth. The bond between souls, intertwined within otherworldly intrigue. Michaela Jade brings forth the Elite Warrior series, a collection of dark fantasy romance novels set in a twisted world where power lusts in the hearts of men and devotion seduces the souls of women. Warrior's Secret, Warrior's Trust, and Warrior's Worth. Available now at authormichaelajade.com.
Hi, I am Joe D. McPhee. I am the host of From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher, and I want to cordially invite you to watch our show Saturdays at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. On our show, we will have different guests as well as talk about the comic book industry and pop culture. And every so often, I might actually do a drawing session or a 3D rendering session every here and there. So once again, I want to invite you to watch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher right here on the broadcast channel that you're looking at, whether it be Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Hope to see you there, and make certain that you catch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thanks.
Author Cindy Kep is writing on the edge. Books include Remnant in the Stars, The Loudest Actions, Lines of Succession, Mindstorm, Condemned Courier, the Yerushalayim series, and Animal Eye. Find author Cindy Kep at CKOEPP.com today.
Choose high-flying action. Choose death-defying escapes. Choose spine-tingling thrills. Choose nail-biting intrigue. Now's your chance to choose the adventure. The Captain Hawkland Adventures. Available on Amazon.com. From author Brian K. Morris comes an epic tale of armor forged by a god, a hero forged by courage, and an ancient menace poised to re-emerge and threaten our world. Volcana, Rebirth of the Champion, is available on Amazon.com. Get your copy today.